Miss Sunshine Farda, tama po ba kayo ay lawyer?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, Mr. Chair, since our resource person is a lawyer, unlike me and millions of Filipinos who are not lawyers, then we expect much from these kinds of people. Lalo na't lawyers should not use their knowledge of the law para abusuhin yung ating mga sistema. Would our resource person agree?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Mr. Chair, tama ba na merong, hanggang kailan po kayo sa DepEd nag-serve as officer?
I served until July 15, Mr. Chair.
July?
2024.
Okay. Nung time ninyo sa DepEd ay nandyan na ba in place ang no-gift policy? Resource person familiar kailan nagsimula ang no-gift policy sa DepEd?
When she started her term in the DepEd, Mr. Chair.
Ibig sabihin, nung nag-start yung term niya at sa time din na siya ay DepEd Secretary, si Ms. Sunshine Farda ay naging bahagi rin ng DepEd family. In place na ang no-gift policy.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to know yung pagtingin ni Ms. Sunshine Fajarda, kung tama po ba o mali na mag-abot ng pera ang isang top official ng isang ahensya sa iba pang top officials kung meron siyang gustong hingin na pabor?
Mr. Chair, that's wrong. But if you're going to ask me,
I did not ask you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, our resource person need not be defensive dun sa pagsagot.
Okay.
Tinatanong ko lang po kung pagtingin nyo, tama po ba o mali ang ganong pangyayari? So, pagtingin po ninyo ay mali iyon?
naturally, it's wrong. Yes.
It's wrong.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, kahit anong form ng pag-abot ng pera, halimbawa, naka-envelope, mali po iyon.
Mr. Chair, it depends if it's just a form of gratitude. It will depend on the circumstances, Mr. Chair. There is no...
Ang pabor, yung isang top official sa iba pang top official ng ahensya.
Is this hypothetical, Mr. Chair?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, if it's hypothetical, yes.
Okay. Mr. Chair, ibig sabihin, in whatever form, bawa yung pera, electronic. Through electronic means, pinadala, mali din iyon?
It will depend on the circumstances again, Mr. Chair.
It's connected again dun sa previous question, Mr.
That
Chair.
if it's for a favor, yes, I believe so, Mr. Chair.
Na mali. Na resource person, na isang abogado. Here, we request our resource person na maging responsible dun sa mga tanong given that I already asked dun sa unang tanong pa lang na kung yung objective ng pag-abot ng pera ay para mag-secure ng mga pabor. So, again, Mr. Chair, kung yung purpose ng pag-abot ng pera ay mag-secure ng pabor yung isang top official sa iba pang top official, whether electronic man yan o naka-envelope, mali po yun. Anong pagtingin po ng ating resource person?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Mali. Mali po.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Chair, kung may ganong pangyayari na may isang top official na nag-abot ng pera sa iba pang top official, bawa naka-envelope, mali po ba o tama na hayaan iyan ng head of agency?
Again, if you're anchoring your question to the first premise, which
Yes.
is asking for a favor, yes, it's wrong.
Mr. Chair, mali rin ba na hindi lang basta hayaan pero kung yung head of agency ay mismong nag-utos ng ganon?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Mali rin yun.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, kung yung head of agency ay nag-utos sa kanyang opisyal na mag-hand out ng mga naka-envelope na pera as form of allowances to secure favors, mali din ba iyon?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, again, with the same context sa mga previous na questions, regardless kung ano pa yung source, mali ba ang ganong practice na ang isang head of agency utusan ang kanyang opisyal na mag-hand out ng ganong mga pera as form of allowance?
Based on my previous answers, Mr. Chair, yes.
Na mali. Sige. Mr. Chair, mali po o tama na kung may ganong iaabot na pera to secure favors, kung kukunin iyan sa regular fund, mali po ba o tama?
What do you mean regular fund, Mr. Chair?
Regular fund ng isang agency.
To secure favors, mali pa rin, Mr. Chair.
Mali. Mr. Chair, to secure favors, mag-aabot ng pera as form of allowance at kukunin sa confidential fund. Mali po ba o tama?
Definitely mali, Mr. Chair, because confidential funds, they have specific uses.
Mr. Chair, sa pagkakaalam po ng ating resource person, saan ba dapat, kung assuming meron, saan po dapat ginagamit ang confidential fund?
Saan po ginagamit ang confidential funds? I'm not really that familiar, Mr. Chair, because, but I know that it is under JMC 2015-01. There are specific uses for that.
At meron din bang batas na nagsasite na dapat sundin ang ganong joint circular 2015-01?
JMC itself is the law, Mr. Chair, on confidential funds.
Mr. Chair, iba po ang circular sa batas. So, then again, kung i-refresh po ng ating resource person who is a lawyer, yung mga basis for the use of confidential fund, tingin po ba natin meron pang ibang basis citing that joint circular?
That's the only basis that I know of, Mr. Chair. I'm not really that familiar as to the different or other laws on confidential funds.
So, Mr. Chair, para po ma-enlighten yung ating resource person, pati po yung iba rin, kasi kanina, Mr. Chair, nung tinatanong po si Ms. Gina Acosta, siya na po mismo ay SDO ng OVP, hindi din niya alam yung kanyang papel. And I'm troubled, Mr. Chair, kung ganun pala ang level of awareness ng mga nasa OVP tsaka DepEd regarding confidential funds. Yung JC 2015-01, yan po ay sinasite ng mismong General Appropriations Act, which is a law. Kaya po, ibig sabihin, kapag may mga lumabag dun sa paggamit ng ganong joint circular, ay pwede ding lumabag sa batas dahil po yan ang minamandita dapat sundin when it comes to the use of confidential fund. To proceed, Mr. Chair, kapag sa case po ninyo, in the event na meron po kayong nalaman na merong gumamit ng confidential fund to hand out so-called allowances to top officials of an agency, ano po ang gagawin ninyo?
Hypothetically, again, Mr. Chair, of course, if I know someone who does that, it has to be reported.
So, kung kayo po, may ganun kayong nalaman na kuwang impormasyon, kanino po ninyo i-report?
I think it has to be reported to the Commission on Audit, Mr. Chair.
So, as an official of an agency, dediretso po kayo sa COA.
I'm not really that familiar on how to report such cases, Mr. Chair, but yes, or it can be through the Ombudsman or through any other agency which can actually look into and investigate on the matter.
Hindi ninyo ito isusumbong sa nakakataas na opisyal?
Yes, Mr. Chair. It can also be through the highest official of the agency which handles the said agency.
Mr. Chair, paano naman po if ever na mismong higher official ang nag-utos sa inyo na gamitin ang confidential fund for the purpose of handing out allowances to other top officials? In that event, ano po ang gagawin ninyo?
Again, these are all hypothetical, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
I think that's already clear, and our resource person, again, does not have to be defensive.
I just want to check, Mr. Chair, why am I being asked these things? These are all hypothetical. Why am I being asked these things?
Mr. Chair, I think we have already established kanina na bahagi ito ng deliberasyon ng ating komite, And I advise for the third time yung ating resource person na wag pong masyadong maging defensive kasi po ito ay bahagi ng pag-check natin dahil nga lumitaw na sobrang naabuso ang confidential funds. So we'd like to know from those who have served actually top positions sa ating mga ahensya, ano ba yung pagtingin dun sa nakita nating mga nangyari? So we want to see how we can have better safeguards dun sa pera ng bayan. So again, kung wala naman pong tinatago yung ating resource persons and we are asking possibilities, di po kailangan maging defensive. So yun na po ang huling tanong ko actually. So
Nakakalito lang po
kailangan
kasi-
lang pong sagutin ng ating resource
Okay,
person.
sige
Miss-
po.
Miss
So
Sunshine
your
Farda.
question was, the last question was, can you repeat, Mr.
Point
Chair?
of order, Mr. Chair. Point of order.
What is the
May I
point of
remind-
order
yes.
of Honorable
Yes.
Zia Alontojo?
Yeah, may I remind our resource persons to speak when they're being recognized.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank
And
you.
please,
I apologize, Mr. Chair.
okay. Tsaka hindi po kayo po pwedeng magtanong ng question. So, parang
I
siya po
apologize,
ang
Mr.
tinatanong
Chair.
ninyo eh. Yes. Please continue, Congressman Manuel.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, kung merong higher official na nag-utos sa inyo na gamitin ang confidential funds for the purpose of handing out allowances in the form of cash na naka-envelope to other top officials in your agency, ano ang gagawin niyo kung sakali?
That official may be reported to the Ombudsman, Mr. Chair.
So, ibig sabihin, you are ready to file a complaint against that higher official
If that is the case, if it is true, Mr. Chair.
and you are willing na ilahad ang iyong nalalaman.
If that is an actual circumstance, Mr. Chair, of course, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So, ayun, nasagot naman pala, Mr. Chair. So, yun lang yung mga tanong ko so far for Ms. Sunshine Fajarda. And again, we would like to remind her at ay dapat po hindi matakot sumagot. At in fact, kung meron pong nalalaman na dapat ay alam ng komite, alam ng taong bayan, mainam po na mag-come forward at magsalita. Kasi Mr. Chair, then again, ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, hindi to pera ng iilan. Kahit po yung mga kababayan natin na hindi po well-versed dun sa batas, I'm sure no one, even yung mga lawyers po natin, know everything. Pero alam po ng taong bayan na basta pera ng bayan, dapat ginagamit ng tama. Mr. Chair, next question ko po will be addressed to Mr. Lemuel Ortonio.
Mr. Lemuel Ortonio, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Maayong gabi, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, si Mr. Ortonio po ba ay abogado din?
No, Your Honor, I'm not a lawyer.
Okay, but the Chief of Staff of the OVP is a lawyer, am I correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
How about the Vice President?
Yes, the Vice President is a lawyer.
She is a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Chair, kasi kanina sa mga tanong po kay Mr. Ortonio, kung paano nagamit, paano pinapaliwanag, paano ginamit, several responses po, Mr. Chair, ay tinuturo ang security officer na pinagbigyan ng buo-buong confidential funds. So, Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang malaman, ngayong ito na ang lumilitaw na ganun pala ang sistema ng kung paano ine-encash, tapos paano pinapasa yung pera, na kahit yung mismong SDO, si Ms. Gina Acosta, ay hindi din niya masagot yung mga tanong kasi nga hindi niya ginampanan yung kanyang papel ng maayos as SDO. Sa pagtingin po ba ni Mr. Ortonio, ay tama lang ba ang ganong naging practice sa Office of the Vice President in terms of handling the confidential funds?
Based on the process that was mentioned earlier by Ms. Acosta, I would see that there is no parang deficiency in terms of the process that was employed to implement the confidential activities and using the confidential funds.
Ibig sabihin sa pagtingin po, Mr. Chair, ni Mr. Ortonio, na yung SDO in-encash ng buong-buo yung confidential funds mula sa isang cheque, tapos binigay din ng buo doon sa security officer, tapos yung security officer lang pa yung nakakaalam saan napupunta, tapos sasabihin po ng chief of staff, hindi niya alam paano nagamit, kahit po yung SDO hindi rin alam. Tingin niyo po okay lang yun?
I would assume na yes, it's acceptable considering that, as mentioned by Ms. Acosta, she is not familiar with how it is being operated on the field. And the only person who would have the expertise would be the security officer. That's my understanding.
Mr. Chair, to continue, ibig sabihin po okay lang yung regarding confidential funds, wala rin po siyang masagot na maayos kapag pag-uusapan na isa napunta, pero bahagi po sila ng mga opisyal na pwede pong managot kapag napatunayan na merong pera na hindi nagamit ng tama o hindi na natin alam saan napunta. Are you fine with that kind of system in place?
Yes, Your Honor, because I believe that it is my personal belief, no, na the process is okay yung process niya. There is nothing that I see personally that is deficient.
Okay. I'm in a state of shock, Mr. Chair, dun sa ganong tipo ng perception hanggang ngayon, Mr. Chair. So, kung okay lang pala, dahil nga merong lumitaw na Mary Grace Piatos na pumirma dun sa isang acknowledgement receipt na pinagamitan ng confidential funds ng Office of the Vice President. Again, may I confirm na galing din po kayong Davao?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Where in particular po sa Davao region?
Davao City.
Davao
Davao
City.
City.
And can you also attest na merong mga may apelidong Piato?
It can be that there is a Piatos in Davao, but personally, I do not know of someone personally.
Kasi Mr. Chair, well, madali din naman pong i-check online somehow. Pwedeng ma-quick check. Ako pa, Mr. Chair, I'm not from Davao, I'm from Iloilo City. Pero Mr. Chair, nung chinek natin, kung merong nagkakaapelido na Piatos, Mr. Chair, single T lang. Merong mga may apelidong ganon, pero hindi double T. Kaya, Mr. Chair, if even our resource person who is from the Davao region itself, hindi din po makapag-attest talaga or even say na meron siyang familiarity na may tao na may ganong apelido, then that really begs the question, sino talaga yung taong ito? Mr. Chair, lalo na dapat supposedly bahagi po kayo ng mga pumirma to request the confidential funds. So, sa personal niyo pong pagtingin, tingin niyo po ba ay, kung yun, itong buong pangalang Mary Grace Piatos, tingin niyo po ba may ganitong tao talaga?
I cannot say that there is someone na Mary Grace Piatos, specifically yung name, but it can be that there's someone named Mary Grace Piatos.
So, ibig sabihin, Mr. Chair, si Mr. Otonio, tingin niya ay maniniwala siya na may ganitong tao, na may pangalang Mary Grace Piatos with a double T.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. I would.
Okay. Mr. Chair, now I'd proceed to Mr. Edward Fajarda, former SDO ng DepEd. Kasi lumitaw din po yung si Kokay Villamin, yung may acknowledgement receipt sa OVP, meron din sa DepEd. Same name, magkaiba yung pirma. Kung kayo po, tingin nyo ba posible na merong isang tao, tapos meron siyang at least dalawang magkaibang pirma?
Mr. Chair,
Yes or no lang po. Tingin nyo po ba okay yun?
can I explain first
Ay,
before
hindi
I
po.
said yes or no?
Gusto ko po manang malaman kung tingin nyo po posible na yun, may ganong sitwasyon.
Possible po, Your Honor.
Possible. Paano po siya pwedeng maging posible?
Kasi po, sa akin lang pong pananaw, kapag sa akin lang, hindi po talaga ako magbibigay ng tunay kong pangalan. Kasi madedelikado po kasi ang buhay ko. So, posibleng may nagaya pong pangalan, so iba po ang perma. Sa akin lang po yan.
Posibleng nagaya ang pangalan. Out
nagaya
of
po.
hundreds of possible first names and out of hundreds or even thousands of surnames, ay posibleng randomly, merong isang Kokoy Villamin na lumitaw sa OVP, meron din po sa DepEd.
Sa akin lang pong
Tingin nyo po,
sa akin
posible
lang pong
yun?
paningin. Posible po. Kaya po siguro, magkaiba ang perma. Sa akin lang po yan, Mr. Chair.
Tingin
Pero
niyo
hindi
po.
naman po ako expert yan.
Pero bilang naging former special disbursing officer, kung kayo po yung nakatanggap nun, ano pong iisipin po ninyo?
Mr. Chair, kasi hindi naman po expert, pero kung ako po, ito double check ko po siguro.
Ito-double check.
Opo.
So, dahil po naging special disbursing officer po kayo ng DepEd at nag-handle po ng confidential funds, nung nasubmit na po, na-compile na yung mga acknowledgement receipt, na-check nyo po ba lahat ng yon para ma-encounter yung Kokoy Villamin?
Mr. Chair, ang gina-check ko po kasi sobrang dami po niyan. Maghahabol po ako sa oras po kasi may ano po yan eh. Pag sinasubmit po yan, 30 days after the quarter. So hindi actually kulang po yung 30 days bago ko po makuha yung kumpleto lahat-lahat. So ang chine-check ko lang po diyan ay yung kung may pangalan pero hindi ko na po basta may sulat, may perma at saka po yung amount, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, balikan ko po si Mr. Ortonio. Kayo po
Yes, sir.
tingin nyo posible na may isang tao na merong dalawang magkaibang pirma?
It can be, Your Honor.
Pwede din.
It can be. That's my personal opinion.
Kung kayo po, paano? Tingin nyo, paano?
It can be it's yung initial niya, counter signature, or the other one is a full signature.
Mr. Chair, kasi based dun sa documents na napakita dito sa komite, ay meron talagang pirma. Pero pareho po yung pangalan. At kung kayo po ay isa dun sa mga top officials ng Office of the Vice President, ay mananagot po kayo dun kapag hindi talaga mapatunayan totoong tao yung mga iyon. So, would you still stand by your belief na posible po that to prove how public funds were used, okay lang na merong may naka-receive na ganong tao na merong dalawang magkaibang pirma?
It can be, Your Honor, but of course, subject to verification.
So, kung kayo po malalaman nyo na may ganon pala, anong gagawin nyo?
Double check, Your Honor. Double check and verify.
Okay, Mr. Chair, hearing that, actually, lalo ko pong naiintindihan bakit nangyari itong hindi talaga kapanipaniwala at actually horrifying na paggamit ng confidential funds. Kasi pala, ganito yung mga opisyal na meron, yung OVP tsaka DepEd, at ito yung mga pinamunuan ng Vice-Presidente. Mr. Chair, kung ganito yung standards na meron sa ganitong mga institusyon, no wonder na ganito pala yung nangyari.